Ange is letting people talk that no one.
Because it's the AI page and that's what for. Everybody's
Well,
got their
you're
own
fucking
opinion.
doing it wrong, and I'll smash this whole fucking place up, Pen.
You're not smashing my place
all
up,
night. That's something for
James.
you. So I'll tell you something now, yeah? Unless it's one of their big boys, why are you letting them in?
Jem, everybody gets to come in your room.
Well, she's a fucking no one to me.
Jem,
She's trying to
She
fuck
might not be no
my
one
shit
to
up.
you, but she's
Jem,
someone to
stop.
that.
Calm down.
Can you
Jem,
calm down? Yeah, good. Sorry, who does she think she is?
Jem, chill, man. God's sake, man.
She's tired. She's been up all night.
James, come on, man.
It's been up all night. No, it's been up all night. And everybody in the comments, it's not funny. All she was trying to do was have her say across there. But listen, don't laugh at nobody's downfalls. We've all been there. We've all done things. But stop laughing at the comments in there. It wasn't funny. She's tired. She's been up all night. And what she was trying to get across there was must have been requesting for ages. I didn't know.
She does make me laugh, though. I do find her really funny. Sorry.
But Pearl, I have to be fair with the boxes, you know, just because of big creator requests, I've got to, you know, make it fair. There's been people that's been waiting.
I'm not a big creator. I'm not a big creator. I come on TikTok every now and then. I flick in each people's boxes and I gift who I like. Yeah, I've been in Angie's box and I'm not being funny. Sitting here listening to the conversation going back to Ange, every single person apart from Mother T has a dig at her. You all say that Angie's got a really bad mouth and that she says things, right? But how she's retaliating, just like you lot are, right? As a viewer, yeah, and I've sat and I've watched and I've been in everybody's boxes. I'm not being funny. Alex, I'm going to target you. I think you are obsessed with Ange as much as she is probably obsessed with you, yeah? That what's going on between you and her has now involved everybody.
Sonia, can I just step in there, darling? When Alex and Ange fell out, Alex never asked me to pick a side. Alex never asked me to get involved. It was actually Ange that had a problem with me being friends with Alex.
Because I'm not being funny, Alex is obsessed with her, and every live I've gone in, he had spoken
Alex
about
is responding to what she's saying, Sonia.
The lives that I've gone in with Ange, she's not been drunk, yeah? We've had proper conversations, and if she is a drunk and she's got a problem with alcohol, that's something that she needs to deal with, right? And that she needs to take on board. When everybody's sitting there talking about it, it's not right.
Yeah. Sonia, she's got enough to say about everybody else for hours of the day. Like, she spoke about me for 9 weeks. I've not said one thing back.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not being funny though, right, Miss Red? I don't really know you. I come in and watch your lives, yeah? I've got nothing bad to say about anybody, yeah? But each and every one of you have spoken about her. What you did, and then you turn around and say it like with pride. Honestly, if I didn't know it was illegal, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not being funny, right? You're an adult, yeah? If somebody puts something out about your child, you would go mental because you know it's illegal. You know it's the wrong thing to do. I can't believe.
Hang on a minute. You're taking it too far. You know, it's not about a child. She was an adult, and it was a public site.
It doesn't matter. You passed it on.
So, Sonia, she's apologised just as much as what Charlie has, but Charlie's now in a box every day. So I'm just asking you the question, Sonia.
Bear in mind that Charlie was the one that recorded it in the first place.
Every single day, and he's the one that actually distributed that video to the world, right?
So I could see it and thousands of other people.
So do you have the same energy for Charlie?
Yeah, and
Do you have the same energy for Charlie?
Who's Charlie? I don't know Charlie. I haven't met.
Well, you should know him because he's in Angie's box every day of the week. He's the one that distributed it.
Box every day of the week. When I have been in Angie's box, it's been good. I don't agree with everything that she's. Have you muted me?
No,
you've gone really quiet though.
I don't understand why.
I thought it was my phone.
Yeah, I don't agree with everything that she says. She's very controversial, but I've heard a lot of people go on and talk about her, so she's defending herself. Like you're all defending yourselves.
Absolutely.
This is and you've got the right to defend yourself, but so has she. Yeah, you're every single person that was in this box, other than Mother Teresa, has all had a dig at her. There's nobody apart from him that's come in and stuck up for her. I'm not saying what she says and and how she says it. I'm not agreeing with her, yeah, but she's not wrong all the time. I've sat there and I have watched her, and Alex, you know, you go right in on Ange, and I don't understand why. You put her address out on your live.
No, we didn't, Sonia. No, we didn't.
I watched it.
I was in that live with Alex. It was a troll account.
And he read it out. He read it out.
He didn't know that was her address.
He did, but come on.
I didn't even know that was her address. I didn't know whose address it was.
They don't know this, don't know that, but you've all got a real big opinion on Ange. But yet when she does something
because
that
she's
you
got
lot do,
opinions on us.
it's vice versa. That's what I'm saying.
It's not vice versa because she spoke about me for 9 weeks non-stop.
The thing is, right,
but Alex has spoken about her for 9 weeks.
It's not about Alex, Sonia. It's about misread people that haven't actually spoken about her, and she's attacking them anyway. So it's not about Alex. We can't blame Alex for every single thing. I know you all like to, you all love it, but it's not. Alex isn't the fucking blame for global warming. Do you know what I mean? Jesus Christ.
But neither is Ange. But neither is Ange.
She is when she's attacking people. All misread did was go into Alex's box today. All misread did was go into Alex's box today and say, "Good morning, Alex," and straight away, that's it. I'm doing a debate on misread, blah 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 blah. How are you?
I didn't see that. I haven't been on TikTok.
Well, there you go.
Christmas.
You don't actually know the facts.
I don't know the full story, but what I'm trying to say is,
you don't know the ins and outs, Sonia. Then you don't know
the ins and outs. But I'm only saying what I see.
Can anyone hear me?
The only thing that Miss Red said this morning was in that live was "Good morning." That was the only thing, and she said, "I'm just up for something." And then Ange went into the live and said, "I'm going to make a live every single day in this week at 4:00 about Miss Red."
Okay, I don't agree. As I just said, I don't agree with everything, right? But I'm saying it's vice versa. Yeah, you're all talking about Ange and how bad she is, but I've heard Pearl, I've heard Alex all say bad things about Ange.
Too right in retaliation.
Pearl was like all her Jimmy Savile, and then you're going to cry about getting called it yourself. I don't get that.
Are we going to, do we actually want to go down that? Do we want to go down that now? You've just literally come in this box saying, I've watched everything, I've had to say, I've seen all this. You don't even know Charlie is.
No, I don't.
So you've contradicted yourself straight away, so you've not watched anything.
No, I haven't contradicted myself. The lives that I've gone in, Charlie ain't been in there. Who's
Charlie's the one behind this whole story for the past month or so, 2 months. Charlie's the main one over the past 2 months. His name has been mentioned every day for 2 months. How have you not know who Charlie is?
Look, there's a lot of people that go in her live.
No, you're quickly deflecting now, and she spoke.
I'm not deflecting. I'm not deflecting. I hear what I want to hear.
She spoke about my child. I was off the app for enjoying Christmas with my family. She spoke about my child. You would have seen that if you're in that live. So you're now enabling her and agreeing with her speaking about people's children. You can't. It's constant deflection from you all. You, Mother Teresa, it's constant deflection because no one is taking accountability. I'll take accountability. What I did, I shouldn't do. I put up pictures that I should have did.
What do I need to take accountability for? Can you tell me now what do I need to take accountability for?
In Christmas Day, I was off the app, right? And that is a fact. No one can show me any difference. Did she or did she not constantly say Alex is a danger? He doesn't see his child. He's probably got a restraining order against him. What was that not said?
What do I need to take responsibility for? Sorry.
You should be saying, "Oh, we don't know that, Ange." At the end of the day, you know what I mean. You shouldn't be able to say stuff like, you know, you go on evidence.
People are in your box, Alex, and they're talking about her.
Sonia, just 1 second.
Why do you keep quiet? Why don't you say something?
Just 1 second. Sorry. What is it that I need to take responsibility for? Have I physically or verbally, said any of them things myself? No. So I will not be sitting here taking responsibility for anything. So don't tell me to take responsibility for someone else's actions, because I wouldn't expect you to take responsibility for someone else's actions because you're an adult.
You
take
do
responsibility for your own actions. No,
do,
what I ask you to take responsibility for is when you allow people in the box to manipulate a situation and bully people. That's what I'll ask you to take responsibility for. You know, we all sit here, Alex, at the end of the day, yeah, and listen to you actively tell people, I am not a bully. I am not a bully. I do not sit there and bully people, but I have watched you for the past 8 weeks, yeah, regardless of whether you think it's in retaliation or not, because there's a difference. There's retaliating to a situation, and then there's sitting there and actively pursuing a situation, and that's the difference. That's what you do.
Teresa, can I just stop you there? Teresa, darling.
What you're doing is,
all right.
Teresa, if someone was sat speaking about your kids, your home life, would you not react to that?
Okay, but there's a difference.
There's not a difference when you bring kids into the situation.
Yeah, I'm sick and tired of this now. I've been on the app 3.5 years. Mother Teresa, I've been on this app 3.5 years.
What Alex is doing is pursuing a situation.
See, look, you won't let me talk now because I'm going to shut this down quite fast now. In 3.5 years, I've been on this app right now. Show me one video that I've swore at a female. Just one in 3.5 years. There is millions of videos out there about me on FYP. Show me one now that I've raised my voice and swore at a woman.
So you think your behaviour over the past 8 weeks has been acceptable?
So you're saying I'm bullying?
I'm asking you the question. Bullying isn't just verbal, you being verbally foul-mouthed to someone. I'm asking you the question. Do you think your behaviour over the past 8 weeks has been acceptable? Because I don't.
I've been open and honest and said sometimes I could have dealt with things differently. Okay. However, I've never started anything, and I've never been the instigator, and that's a fact.
So there's the issue, isn't it? You don't think your behaviour's been acceptable, and you don't think Angie's behaviour's been acceptable.
So I'm never the instigator. I'm never the instigator. What shall I do? Just let people get away with it and start talking about my child 24/7? Is that fine? Yeah.
There's a difference, isn't it? You can react to a situation, but then you can pursue a situation. And what you're doing is, it's not a reaction. You are reacting, but then you're verbally pursuing a situation, aren't you? Because you're getting people in your lives. Come and look at this. We'll live stream Angie's live. Do you know what I mean? We sit there all the time in lives and get people coming in saying you're cam to, and we switch over and you're our cam to them. But why? You're an adult. You don't need to. Grow up. Do you know what I mean? That's all.
Sorry. There's never cam twos in Angie's life. You're right. There's never cam twos. There's never like, oh, what's going on now? Let's cam to someone. That never said all the time, does it? Nah, never. You can't literally speak on me when it happens 24/7 in the room that you spend all your time in.
But I can, because it happens
in your room as well.
I
never said it didn't, but when someone's pointing out the fact that it happens in my room, it happens in the room they spend all their time in. So it's.
But it happens. Listen, it happens. I'm not saying it doesn't happen in my room. It happens in the room that I chill in, but it also happens in your room as well. But it happens in your room a lot more than it happens anywhere else. And the difference is, the difference is, let me just point out something before we go, because I'm going to drop now. But the difference is, the difference is, Angie's doing her own platform, and it's just Angie on her live spouting her stuff. The difference is there's about 6 different creators who've all got an issue with Angie, who'll all sit there and spout their stuff. Then they'll all jump collectively in the boxes together. Angie's just got her community. Do you know what I mean? And the people who support her, the people who sit in their lives and actively discuss things.
Every single one of us just gone for, even if we haven't actually said or done.
I'm not saying she hasn't. Go for her. There's a woman called Chloe who used to be in her box, has fallen out with her, and then she opened up her own live, and she was proper going in.
No one's sitting here saying she hasn't gone for you, and not once have I said throughout this conversation that
she's retaliated to what you've done to her.
What I will say is,
retaliating back. It's not
retaliation, Sonia. It's not retaliation. She's provoking.
But you've provoked, well, not you, Miss Red, because I haven't heard you say anything, but people have provoked Ange. She would, I'm not being funny. All right, whatever happened this morning, I wasn't on this morning, right? But I have seen people, like when all that, everyone come in and said, apologise and everything, Alex was in the box with her, he was laughing, I'm not being funny. The next day, you opened up your own live, Alex, and you allowed people to come in, and straight away, you're talking about Ange. It's not just Ange opening her box and you're the main conversation.
Okay, so moving forward, right, what do you suggest that we do?
I'm not being funny, right? But TikTok should go back to
you
how
didn't
TikTok.
even know who Charlie was in Angie's box. So how can you have an opinion? You've just said you do not watch her all the time. Don't call us bullies. Say we antagonise her when it comes straight out the horse's mouth. Yes, I'm as bad.
You called her Jimmy Savile. She didn't call you nothing before then.
I'll go straight back, but she also does it to me. But leave fucking kids out of the equation.
Yeah.
But Pearl, she did only call you Jimmy Savile because you. Sorry, she did only call you a peddler because you called her Jimmy Savile.
Mother
if you didn't bring that comment up, she would
Why do you think I called her?
Why do people need to do that? Why does people need to do that? She's a vulnerable lady, as everybody says, right? She's addicted to alcohol, what everybody says.
Not a vulnerable lady.
You need to allow people to speak because obviously if people don't talk, it's just going to get messy.
To me when I'm speaking to you, she doesn't even know who Charlie is. So Sonia, shut up because I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm speaking to Mother Teresa. Sorry, right, what were you saying to us, Mother Teresa?
You were saying about the situation that you said that obviously because she's called around the app calling you a peddler, but she only did that in response to you calling her Jimmy Savile from the transphobic
not, 1,000,000% not.
Was there?
She called me a peddler a long time ago. And it was after that when I called her Jimmy Savile.
Okay. The only instance that I was aware that she called you a peddler was after you called her Jimmy Savile and then the photos went up and they had to face up. I was in the live when that happened.
Yes,
so that's all I can say. If you're saying she called you it months ago, then fair dues. I wasn't aware of that. But
she did.
I wasn't aware of that.
Right,
but
you
I mean,
were in the
all I
live
can say is
you were in the live and I hadn't even called her Jimmy Savile up till this point when she said, go away, and Evil Queen went, yes, kiddie fiddler, Pearl's a kiddie fiddler.
Yeah.
That's Evil Queen. That's Evil Queen, that's not Angie.
Right, but Angie was saying it the same day and Jimmy Savile
saying it at the same time EQ was saying it. That's what we're saying.
That's what I'm saying. Jimmy Savile came out after that. You were in that live when Angie and Evil Queen was saying that to me. So, Mother Teresa, please, I know when I was called it and I wouldn't go back at it with no reason.
Okay, so as far as I know, she's under the influence as well. Like she's responded to you calling her Jimmy Savile.
She's always under the influence.
You're saying that she called you at first and you responded to that because that's not what we all see.
Definitely not. But you leave kids out of it, no matter what.
I agree.
Kids out of it.
I 100% agree. I would not sit here being a cheerleader for anything more. I don't think anyone's children should be brought onto TikTok. In fact, I don't think anyone's personal life should be brought onto TikTok. You know, you create a persona. That's what everyone does when they come on social media. No one can say they show their whole life because they don't. They create a persona and they only show people what they want people to see. And that's what everyone sitting in here does. That's what I do. That's what Miss Red does. That's what Jay does. That's what Alex does. That's what Pearl does. You all sit here and create a persona for what you want people to see.
Well, what people see with me is what they get because lots of people on this app knows me in real life. I don't pull no punches and I certainly don't go out to be spiteful to somebody, right? Everybody, right, here's the thing. Till I got in contact with Angie, when did anybody know me to go on the way my platform's been going? Since I've been in contact with Angie.
Never.
Listen, Pearl, I used to battle you all the time. You don't remember me, but when I used to be on here with my normal face as my normal profile, and I don't hide myself. People who would say I hide my face, I don't hide my face. People have seen my face loads of times. I am not scared of social media at all.
Exactly.
So do your work. If you want to put photos up of someone and you want to waste your time creating accounts and you want to go and dox people's information and you want to go and troll someone, waste your time doing it. Do you know what I mean? When I say I troll people, the difference is I don't troll people on blag accounts. I go in on my own account and I don't troll people. I talk like an adult. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what you're supposed to do.
On account. That's how she always knows it's me. I go in on my own accounts. But what I'm saying, yes, I remember when you used to battle us, right? But listen, when have you known my platform be the way it is now until I come in contact with Angie? Mother Teresa?
Sorry, I didn't know you were talking to me.
Sorry.
No, I haven't.
Thank you. And that's what I'm saying. So this is her reaction to how she started things off. We started off having a battle and then she cut below the belt and I took an instant for what she said. I disliked her. Instant. And then after that, I just kept away from her like I do from other people if I don't like them. And then she goaded us. She kept coming with fake accounts on her own account, saying things, commenting on me videos. And that's how me and Angie started off.
Okay. Well, I will only, as I said, Pearl, yeah, as I said to you before, and I'll continue saying
I've
it.
never had a problem with you, Mother Teresa. I knew you are before you used to go into Angie's. And I'll still say it now, I've still never got a problem with you.
Okay. I personally don't have a problem with you, Pearl.
And you know why?
I personally don't have a problem with you.
Why? You know when all the chat's going on in Angie's, never once have I ever heard you comment and add your little 2p thing to where the children's concerned. Never.
No, that's not me. I don't talk about kids. That's not me.
I've never ever heard you do it. Never.
Wouldn't do that. And do you know what? Do you know? With me, yeah.
Well, you don't stop it either.
Sorry.
No.
You don't stop it either. Every time she's talking about kids and peddlers and everything, you don't stop it.
I know, but it's like, listen, how Angie goes for my manager, yes, I'll get her telling off, but my manager can't stop me from saying anything. Everybody's, what comes out the mouth is out their mouth. If you get where I'm coming from, my Barbie, and I love you, but come on, who's going to stop Angie from saying anything? And when you do disagree with her, it just causes a big bust up. And if people want to sit on her platform, they're not going to cause themselves unnecessary argument, because I wouldn't.
The way I deal with this now is like I'll say how it is. Like today, I will not respond to anything she does. She's free to. She can say whatever she wants today. She's entitled to that. You know what I mean? I can't tell her or control her. I will not retaliate on anything she says today, as long as she keeps children out of it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair. Listen, I couldn't agree more. I never ever think children should be brought onto it. Do you know why? Because if you bring children onto an app, you lose an argument. There's no point in you sitting there having an argument. I am not disagreeing with that point at all, and I would never disagree with that point. And as I said, I'll go back to before. I think you have the right to go on your own platform and defend yourself. Yeah, you should. No one should ever take that away from you. It's called freedom of speech, and everyone's got it. You can go on your own platform, Alex. Yeah, and you can go on and spout as much shit as you want because it's your platform on your own live. But what it won't have is people who don't talk facts. Yeah. Who don't talk facts, who talk a load of bullshit. And when you're saying that I'm responsible and I don't stop Angie talking about children, yeah, Barbie, it is not my responsibility. I do not say that behaviour is acceptable. I do not say the behaviour is acceptable from anyone who talks about children. Okay, or anyone who brings children into a situation, because we sit there and we watch, don't we, as people, and watch people bring children into situations, and then we all condone the behaviour straight away.
But it's a human. It's human to say if Miss Red goes on talking about kids, and I'm seeing myself as a friend with Miss Red, I would say to her, Miss Red, we can't talk like that.
Okay. Yeah. So as an adult, it's Miss Red's responsibility to stop talking about it.
There is so many people on this app, and Angie is one of them that's using the peddler, the everything as a period or a question mark. They're using it so much. I have been accused of Angie for being a peddler because I was not her friend anymore.
Okay, but Barbie, so is everyone else. Everyone else is calling Angie Jimmy Savile, so she's only responding to what she's being called.
I don't even know who that is.
But that's your prerogative, isn't it? But she's just responding to what she's being called. So if she's being called Jimmy Savile, which is a peddler, a known peddler in this country, if that's what she's being called, then she's going to respond, isn't she?
Moving on from this, MT, we just stop talking about each other, yeah?
Well, that's the thing. I will agree to that because
I do feel as well, MT. Right? I was gonna I'll privately speak to you. Actually.
Okay, you can send me a message. I'll message you
because Angie blocked me on your account and you allowed her to. So
I've got a backup. Message me on that, or I'll block you. You can send me a message.
Okay, well there you go. Because I
But
think
if that's what you were going to ask me over me blocking you, she blocked you because you sent me 20 roses because you come into the gift, and I was a bit confused. I was a bit confused as to why you come in to send me roses, because the day before I'd been in here and you made a comment to me where you said, I think it was either something like, should you be in here or are you allowed in here, with the question mark. So I was confused as to what. I was confused as to what you wrote. As I said, I'll talk fact. I won't sit here and bullshit. You could ask me anything that I've said or done, I will tell you, because I'm a truthful person.
I did say, are you allowed to be?
It was something like that. Do you remember? Because I commented back saying, "What do you mean?" with the question mark, but you never wrote back to me.
No, I'm not sorry for that. So, no, I'm not sorry. I was going to say sorry, then I'm not.
I'm not asking you to say sorry. I don't want an apology. I'm just telling you why. Obviously, I asked why did you send me roses, and then she blocked you.
Yeah, all right, calm
But that's
down,
not me.
everyone.
But yeah, moving on, I agree. As adults, I just think everyone should stop talking about it. I know it's not going to happen because I know that no one will keep them out shut. But as I said, in relation to Angie coming on here live today on her platform is going to speak about this situation because it's been spoken about this morning. And I'd expect every single one of you to do the same. Do you not agree, Miss Red?
Oh yeah, but like I say, like this is the first time in 9 weeks that I've actually fired up a live and spoke about her, you know, and I didn't want to do it, but I've just had enough of, you know, her sat there slandering me continuously, and if it continues, I'll just fire up another live and another live and another live.
And I'm not going to stop that. But as I said, from my perspective as an adult, I will walk away from the situation. It's not my responsibility to comment things, so I won't be commenting on any in the future.
I don't think. You've never slagged me off. You've never said personally anything about me. You know, you're in here daily watching. Do you know what I mean? But personally, myself, in an ideal world, it's nearly 2024. I'd like it all to stop. You know, my friends are getting affected, Angela, people are affected. It all needs to fucking stop.
Listen, I have an absolute ball on this app. I can't sing for shit, so I go on live and sing absolutely shit songs and people love it. I go on people's lives and have a laugh with people. I'm all about keeping it positive, do you know what I mean? I'm a promoter of social cohesion. I like people talking, I like social responsibility. I think that everyone should go in and talk. There shouldn't be hate, but unfortunately in the world,
that's how it should be.
Unfortunately in the world that we live in, there's a lot of hate in society. It's just a sick place at the minute, but you know, no matter what happens, I'm not going to be able to fix that, and no one sitting in here is going to be able to fix that.
I'm not asking you to fix it, Mother Teresa. I'm
not saying you are. I'm not saying you are, but I'm just saying I'm never going to be able to fix that, and no one else in here is going to be able to fix that. All we can do as adults, is take responsibility for our own actions. And if I think something's getting out of hand, then I'll say it's getting out of hand personally to myself.
Torian's just put in the chat, Mother Teresa, did you hear the replay? I don't know what that is about.
It's over Rosh and saying what he says about the kids. I haven't heard it, to be honest, Torian, but I'll go and listen to it.
Don't you think it's getting out of hand when a person sitting on her live and saying that people should report Pearl to the social because she's amongst her grandkids?
Do I think it's getting out of hand? I think this whole situation's been getting out of hand for weeks and weeks and weeks, but no one...
Yeah.
No, as I said to you, Barbie, none of us sitting in here are going to be able to change that. The only people who are going to be able to change that are people directly involved in the situation, like Miss Red, like Jay, like Pearl, like Alex, like Angie. They're all involved in the situation. So the only way the situation stops is collectively as them 6 people walk away, and then it doesn't affect anyone else, which people have tried to do. I'm not sitting here saying that.
We've tried to do it, you know, Jay we've tried to stay silent.
I'm not saying,
you know.
I haven't once sat here and said that you haven't missed it.
No, I'm not talking, I'm not directing this at you. I'm actually speaking to everybody else. But like, I got up this morning and I couldn't believe what I woke up to, and I thought, you know what, enough is enough. It needs to stop, and the only way it's going to stop is if I address it. You know, I called a truce a couple of weeks ago, so did everybody else, but it's still continuing. You know, when I heard that, you know, heard her say this morning she's going to destroy my platform, like, why is she going to them? Why does she want to go to them lengths? I'm not out here trying to destroy her.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's not right, and she needs to stop.
It's not going to happen anyway.
Ultimately, the only way that I think that this gets solved is either everyone does stop. Look, no matter what, if someone says something and you want to retaliate,
Mm.
but don't drag it on. That's the thing. Have you say your piece and be done with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's what needs to happen, Miss Red, but that's not what happens, is it? Because people drag situations on and lives go on for hours and hours, and then someone fires up a live in retaliation to someone else, and rather than just having a quick reflection and being done with it, the live gets dragged on for hours and hours because everyone else wants to talk about it. There's two ways that this gets solved, yeah? Number one is everyone walks away and it doesn't matter what someone says, they just don't retaliate. Or, yeah, you take it off the app. You message each other off the app, you have your say off the app, and then be done with it. Don't say nothing else. And it's not come off the app.
Mother Teresa, 1 second, me baby. Miss Red, sorry, we've just had a phone call. I think I might have to go to the hospital. My oldest son's in hospital. So listen, it's been lovely chatting to you all. Mother Teresa, nice to talk to you again. And everybody have a lovely day. And I'll be back on later. See ya. Bye.
See you later.
Sending you love.
But isn't it as if everyone collectively walks away or takes it off the app and does it off social media? And when I say off social media, I don't mean people phone people while they're on their live and everyone else can hear it, because then they can hear the conversations. I mean, take it off the app completely as
Yeah.
and if not, then it doesn't get solved, does it? Because everyone's just carry on talking. But listen, thank you for letting me in the box to have me say. Obviously, I appreciate that. Going to not support Angie because, as I said, I am Angie's supporter. I'll sit in there back day in, day out, which I'm entitled to do because I'm an adult. I don't think I should receive...
You can, do you know what I mean? We're not saying that you can't be friends with her on that. Please
do you know the amount of hate I get for being here, mate?
No, I know. Trust me.
Yeah. Like, yes. I get lives fired up about me and people talking about me when they don't know nothing. So, like, you know, but I'm an adult. I can take that. Me being on social media, I'm on here because I'm a grown-ass adult and I can take the shit that comes with, obviously, me open opinions or me discussions I have. But, yeah, thank you very much for letting me in anyway.
Thank you. Do you know what, Mother Teresa? You've done well today. You know, you've took a lot on, and that is true friendship. She's very lucky to have a friend like you.
Yeah, 100%.
Nice one.
I hope she will listen to you if you're talking to her, like, you know, and say, done is done, stop it.
I hope so.
Can I just quickly say something before Mother Teresa goes? It's just a quick one. Miss Red, you just said she's lucky to have a friend like Mother Teresa, but she did have friends like that. She had Jay, she had Alex, and she turned on them, and she's going to turn on you, Mother Teresa, and you just need to remember this live and the people that have warned you, because she will turn on you because it's what she does.
Okay, well look, I'm an adult, and as I said before, I'm not naive. I'm an adult. I'll make my own judgment based on what I see and how I feel in a situation at any time, just like anyone else would. And at this moment in time, although obviously I get what it is that you're saying, but I don't personally think at this moment in time she's going to turn on me. If she does turn on me, that's my decision to deal with as an adult. Yeah. But at the minute, I respect my friendship with her enough to feel confident and comfortable enough to go and sit in a box and have discussions with people. You know, I hear this all the time. Everyone loves the debates because she's allowed an opinion. That's what happens. Everyone loves the debates because it's an open platform. People go in and watch, and that's what it should be about. That's what every life should be about. It should be positivity. It shouldn't be negativity, and it shouldn't be people bringing each other down with cheap snipes neither. Do you know what I mean? Like, regardless, we can all sit here and we can all badmouth people's situations, and I can sit here and badmouth everyone's situation. You could probably all sit here and badmouth my situation. Do you know what I mean? But the difference is, I won't come to a platform and bring my situation and actively talk about it. And if people are going to do that, they invite people into their lives. And by doing that and inviting people into your lives, you're going to have people talk about the situation. Do you know what I mean? But I'm going to drop now anyway.
All right, take care, Mother Teresa.
See you later.
Can I say something now?
Of course you can.
Oh, I've been so just waiting and waiting.
Go on, Tash.
I've been so... That was hard work. I have no patience. Anyway, I was just wondering, why does everybody get so bothered about people's opinion of them on the internet?
Because people's opinions of you, especially when you've got a big platform, can have a tsunami effect. It's like a ripple in the water. You know, if someone sat there and, you know, they're calling you a peddler, or they're saying you're part of a paedophile group, people are actually going to believe that. And when you're out in public, and if someone believes that, it has a detrimental effect. So it's very damaging what people say on social media. You know, you look at the news and the newspapers, when things are in the newspapers, people read that and they believe it. So it's very, you know, serious.
thing is, you'd think that people would obviously watch your platform by now, watch Angie's, know you as like a kind of person sort of thing on here, and then not judge what other people's got to say about you. I think the more it's spoken about, maybe it's just given more of a light on the subject than it needs to be.
Yeah, I mean, thank you guys for the love. I mean, you know, it is TikTok and, you know, people do talk on here. And like I say, if people are talking about somebody, someone's going to retaliate, the next person's going to say, it's just a spiral effect. It's the internet. It's the way it works.
I think it will stop, though. How far do you think this is going to end up going?
Well, hopefully it doesn't get to the point where someone's doing something silly, you know, and, you know, the way things are continuing, it's affecting a lot of people's mental health, home life. So how far is it going to go? That is my question.
Or like get on a private phone call off TikTok and hash out the problem and move forward.
We've tried. It's happened. That's what I would rather do. I would rather be on the phone. I've tried it, get everybody together, group phone calls. It doesn't work.
That's the thing, is I think it's getting to the point where it's going too far on all levels.
It's already gone too far. I think, you know, it can't get any worse than what it is. Like I say, that God forbid somebody does something to themselves because of, you know, mental health, or they can't take it anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Do you not think there should be someone from actual TikTok that come in and put a stop to it?
What do you mean, darling?
Last night.
Like back and forth, and maybe some words you can't say at all, and even the word pedlo, you shouldn't even be able to say that either. So it can't be thrown at each other. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Yeah, the word is thrown around too much. It's been thrown around that much that it's actually been watered down into, you know, it's thrown around too easily. You know, TikTok don't give a shit. As long as they're earning money, they don't care about anything, basically.
It's a shame, really, because you all have your own platforms, but I think it gets too like a lot of screen recorders don't make it easy for each other either, and yeah, really, it's getting a bit out of hand. As an outsider, I watch all of you individually, and I think it is crazy behaviour.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane, but, you know, it's TikTok for you.
I think that TikTok will be like a distant memory in about a year. Do you reckon it will be shut down?
Yeah.
Just before we move on, I want to say something. So all the people in the comments and all the people who've come into the boxes that maybe only have, a 25%, 50% of what's gone on. Just remember, because I think, you know, Tasha, you've got the best intentions, love. But the reality is that the people that are affected by these vile accusations that go back and forth, they obviously monitor everything. They see everything, and an action causes a reaction. And we only see part of that. There's a lot more goes on than any of us can know to the people that are actually living this every day. Yeah. And the thing is, you might say, well, I do it differently. I've sat there and said that, you know, just shut up, let it go, don't give it oxygen. But unfortunately, when they come for your family, when they come for your children, when they come for your jobs, when they're ringing the police, when they're ringing social services, when dinners are turning up that you haven't ordered, it gets to you in the end, and you do stuff that you regret, and then no one ends up being innocent because it's a war.
Yeah, exactly that.
What I say is now, like, from my perspective, I can't comment on anyone else. Like I said, I'm not going to react today to whatever she says. As long as my child's kept out of it, if she wants to slag me off, call me whatever, I'm not even going to bother responding. And for people in the comments saying, you won't, you'll see yourself. Like I said, you can pull me up on it in the future and say, you know what, Alex didn't stick to his word. If I'm telling you now that I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to do that, right? But there's people in the comments that saying, oh, Alex, you did this, you started this, you have not been around. I don't recognise your name. There's a lot of people now. I have screen recordings that I've been sent back from like 2 months ago, and none of these people are in there. But this stretches way further than over the last few weeks. This stretches from 8-9 months. People don't see this, and you ain't been around, so you can't really comment on the whole story. You can only comment on what you see from now, and that's not fair, because it's a lot deeper than it's actually showing. Trust me, it is, because she is, I'm not going to get into it. All I'm going to say is, right, like I said, please see the full story before you make a judgment on what's gone on.
Yeah.
As an outsider, though, it's really hard to keep up because you only see snippets of who said what, if that makes sense. So as an outsider, I just think, or maybe they should just block and that's it. But I think there should be less screen recorders and people stirring the pot in the middle. I do feel like there is a lot of people that do stir it.
It isn't about, again, I agree, like it's if only it was that easy to just block and just move on. But do you know what it is? It's people that, oh, Becky, thank you. It's people that send screen recordings or they'll message you and say, so-and-so's talking about you quickly, blah, blah, blah. Or do you know what I mean? That's what it is. And then that's how it sort of rolls up. I've already said to Angie before, if you hear something, right, and you haven't got proof of it or anything like that, then she can ring or text me and confirm it. Like, just ask me, is this what was said? And I'll tell you, yes or no.
Yeah.
But not enough of us approach each other anymore because we just go by screen recordings. Let's be honest, we do.
I personally fell out with somebody on the app and it got to the point where she harassed my work, my parents, and I actually got arrested.
Really?
So long ago, yeah, and they took my devices, and I knew I hadn't done nothing, so they couldn't even press charges. So I know how bad the app can actually be, but I think it is going to get to the point where there will be more suicides because a lot of people ain't strong-minded on the app, and there is a lot of mental health.
Yeah,
so I think maybe TikTok, should step in more and protect people.
Do you know what though? Yes, that's absolutely 100% true. But I think that some of the players in this situation will use mental health, and we've seen some of the activities where, you know, it's designed to evoke sympathy and what have you, and then we find out later that actually, you know, it's all for manipulation of the people watching, and that's the sad thing, because there are people out there that are really, really struggling with some of these things. And then there are others that are using it to create these situations. And that for me, regardless of all of the words that go backwards and forwards, that for me is the worst.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Cockapoo, you speak so much sense, you know.
Thank you, lovey.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to drop down. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you for joining, darling.
Thanks, bye.
I'm going to drop as well because, I'm tired now.
It's been a long morning, isn't it?
Yeah, listen, I'm not going to speak about Angie anymore after today. Not like I have anyway, but apart from today. And that's that. That is that.
Yeah, well, Alex has said he's not going to. Obviously, I will now. If any more slanderous things are said about me, I will fire up another live and I will go back. We have to
expect that she is going to say what she needs to say today. She has every right to defend herself. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, just like I did today because of this morning. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. But thank you, Jay.
All right, see you later, you lot.
Love you.
Love you.
It was a good one though. So, and it was a long time coming, and it had to happen. So let today ride out, and then tomorrow's a new fucking day.
Absolutely, yes. Hopefully, moving into 2024, you know, we can all bloody sort this out as adults and stop this, you know, back and forth and, you know, the slanderous stuff. You know, that's what I'd love. I'd love a real truce and to be called, you know, even if you have to fucking sign contracts and shit. Do you know what I mean? I just want it all to stop. I've had enough.
We can live in hope. I'll see ya. Bye.
Bye, Cockapoo.
I think because I can. So.
Thank you, Barbie, darling.
How do we get out of this shit?
Love you, Barbie. Go on, Alex, love.
I think that we obviously no one's innocent in this. I mean, obviously yourself has not. You haven't said much, even off the app. To me, I'll be real with you. You've not really mentioned anything. I feel that there's been mistakes on both sides, and I think as adults now, I think we're accountability for our own actions. And I can only speak on myself. And like I said, I won't be talking on the matter. She's free to speak about what she wants about me, because let's be honest, no one can control her. No one's going to stop her. But as long as my child's kept out of her mouth, and I think as adults that should be agreed but on both sides, like kids should never be mentioned in an argument. Let's be honest. I'm not innocent. I've done things. I've said things. You know what I mean? If it's been a retaliation or whatnot, you know what I mean. In my eyes, I've never instigated anything. But that's their opinion, and let's be honest. Like, everyone's entitled to that. So, from obviously, all I can say for myself now, you'll see it for yourself. I'm not going to speak on that. I'm not going to comment. I'm not going to dig. I'm not going to put any posts up. I'm not going to do any pictures. And then we'll see where we go. You know what I mean? We'll move on, and that's all we can do as adults. Let's be honest.
Exactly, Alex. And Alex, I just want to say thank you for being a good friend. You know, I know the truth. I know who you are, and you know, and I'll always stand by you. And that's it.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. And like I said, the thing is, like I say, everyone's going to have their own opinion on me. Like, you know what I mean? That's fair enough. I'm never going to say, you know what, you're wrong because you have that opinion. Let's be honest. No one can do that. No one can take your opinion away from you. I just feel that a lot of people have got their opinion on me due to obviously only brief videos. And that's TikTok, let's be honest. People are only going to show what they want to see, let's be honest, on this app because it suits them and suits their narrative. But I think sometimes just take a step back and see the bigger picture and then make your own judgment because there's a lot of sheep on the app, you know what I mean, that'll jump on the bandwagon. You've seen it yourself, Donna. They don't make their own mind up on the app. They've got their little cliquey with friends and stuff. Instead of saying, you know what, I'm an adult, I'll make my own mind up. Let's just jump on the bandwagon. It happens so often on this app and it's not fair.
Exactly. And for someone in the comments, I have seen Alex. Yes, I've been on video call with him many times, so there you go. And in the new year, Alex is coming back to do the lives, and he will be on camera also.
I've been on camera loads of times. This is what I mean. This is how I know people ain't been around for the long, you know what I mean, the long haul. Because I used to freely be on camera, and I've actually stayed online. The reason I stopped going on camera is because when accusations start getting thrown about you and there's trolls about putting pictures out there and saying this guy's a peddler, it knocks your confidence. Let's be honest.
Yeah.